Welcome back, you Reds, you beautiful Reds. A happy new year to every single person watching this. And that even extends to my guest today, even though he's the other Red, the Devils. Flex. He's back on the channel, back on the Kop TV. We love to see it.
Split screen. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I got to keep looking. Do you know what? It's making me feel really uneasy because I know I have to keep making eye contact with all of the Liverpool fans at all
straight down the lens,
moments.
please.
Straight down the lens.
That would be great.
Because if I just keep looking at you, it's going to give a bit.
Well,
we've got to do it intermittently.
Yeah.
But
and I love
it's making me very uncomfortable because they're just all staring at me.
And you know, since we've worked together, you've picked up more Brentisms.
Yeah,
I'm liking it, mate.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
big up. Carry it on. Do it on Sky.
Yeah.
And then you'll get some big respect. Smash that like button, people. Get your comments in. I want lineup predictions. I want score predictions for this one. The biggest game in English football still, even though they might get relegated this season, is Liverpool versus Manchester United. Get that subscription in if you haven't already. We've actually done a preview over on the United View channel as well. Bit of a juicy one on there. So go and watch that as well. Right. Liverpool have won 12 of their last... Sorry, I'll start that bit again. Liverpool have lost just one of their last 13 Premier League games against United. We all know the 2-1 in August 2022. But United haven't won any of their last 8 away games against Liverpool. Their longest run since a run of 9 in the 70s, where we pretty much just dominated English and European football. This is a bad one, mate. You don't want to hear this one, but I'll read it to you anyway.
Yeah.
United have scored just 1 goal in the last 8 Premier League away games against Liverpool, failing to score in each of the last 5. Jesus. Wow.
I knew that one, actually.
Only at Everton have they had a longer run without scoring. Funnily enough, you just don't like playing in Merseyside.
Yeah.
This is the first time that Liverpool and United are facing each other in the first league match of a calendar year. And all the signs, all the stats, all the figures point to a big Liverpool win. Obviously won our last game 5-0, won the game before that 6-3. You come into this game in shocking form, 4 defeats in 5. I mean, what's the best you can hope for?
The best we could hope for is, well, the best case scenario is obviously always a win, isn't it? Best we could hope for is a win.
But be realistic though.
To not lose too heavily.
Right.
To not lose by the best we could hope for is to not lose by more than a goal.
Right.
If I'm being honest with where we're
that's
at,
fair enough.
I have to be. There's no point coming on here and trying to do anything else because, as you've seen, I'm not on this with this version of Man United. I'm not on deviating from what they are. Yeah, it's been too long. So we are an absolute mess. And even from that Wolves game, when I said 2-0, easy, we ain't winning that. I predicted the Newcastle game.
At least you won some money on fair play.
Won some money on fair play. Shout out
right.
fair play. And you have to know what you are. And the proposition of all those stats you just read off there, which, let's be honest, you don't even need to read those. Everybody knows off the top of their head what it is when Man United go Anfield. It's sacrificial settings.
And it's a Sunday.
And it's a Sunday,
well,
so sacrificial settings on Sunday, yeah. We're in big trouble, mate.
So I did a tweet this morning on the train down from Liverpool to London. I said, I'm doing a match preview today with Flex. Does anyone have any questions for the big man?
Why did you do that?
No, because without our viewers, we're nothing. Yeah, these guys at home are the real stars.
Can I need to do something though.
Go on.
This is the first time I've been on here this season.
Yeah.
No, because did I come on here before the other one?
It was Minna, I think.
No, see when you beat us at Old Trafford.
No, you would have.
Did I come on here?
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
But
well, obviously we lost that. This is the first time I've been on there since we lost. Obviously.
Yeah.
I got massively. I have to apologise because
got humbled.
I wasn't familiar with his game.
I
wasn't familiar.
I accept it.
And you know what? Even if you did it, I said, no, fuck you. I don't care, mate. You're entitled to even do that because I came out swinging. Who do you want first day of the season? I tell you who I want. Yeah. So
and
humbled. I said it here, right here.
You laughed when Arne Slot was appointed. You laughed.
I did.
When I suggested Mo Salah could end up Ballon d'Or winner.
No, I wasn't here for that one.
Or maybe that was Matisse.
That wasn't me.
I'll give you that one.
I wouldn't never laugh
at that. But like
I
say, bro, I've asked the people.
Go on.
The people are the most important.
They are the most important.
Right? They help us get to.
And I will answer these questions honestly, even if you're trolling the hell out of me, because I have to take it.
I'll ask them honestly, right? So big up to Mr. Maxes. He says, ask Flex, would you prefer to lose to LFC on Sunday or beat Arsenal in the FA Cup?
Oh, what? But could I win, though? Could I win at Anfield?
No.
I could only draw.
No, yeah. If I was you, I'd beat Arsenal.
No, I'd go with Arsenal. Yeah, I want to. Yeah,
that's what I'd say.
Yeah, but I badly want a W at Anfield though.
I know everyone does.
It's been
bro.
so long.
Yeah, everyone does. Everyone does.
Can't all be Forest, can we?
Gaffer09 says, please ask him to sing the Europa League anthem. I was blown away by it. Also, is this rivalry or ownership? Because the goal scored aggregate should be on show too. And as I said earlier, it's in the 30s to 1 or 2. So it's heavily in Liverpool's favour. But can you sing that? Yes. Nah, leave it.
Not missing. I'll leave that for Thursday night.
Hamad. Big up to Hamad. How does it feel to be the second biggest club in England and not first like Liverpool?
Well, I don't agree with that statement, so I can't really. Well, but he's a statement. He's making a statement that I don't agree with.
Question.
So,
how does it feel to be the second most successful club in England? We're
again,
back on our perch now.
Yeah, I still just. One thing I won't do is too much Liverpool loving. Like, I'm not here to do that.
You're welcome to if you want.
No. I respect you as a team and a club, but it's going a bit too far.
Ask him whether he smells blood from Jaden, because you do remember that time when you came on.
Yeah, well, how it went, the order of ceremonies when I smelt blood when you beat us 7-0, then you smelt blood, and then it ended up 0-0.
So do you smell blood this time?
I smell nothing.
I don't think I smell nothing. I've got COVID. I don't smell anything.
I smell shit.
I'm doing the play it down thing.
I smell fucking...
And then we win loads.
Yeah. Loss.
Is Salah, it's from OVO, is Salah the best player to play against United consistently? So I think it's 11 goals in 14 games.
I think with the sheer
loads
numbers...
of assists as well.
With the sheer numbers, it's very, very difficult to disagree with that.
This stage.
Again, we are still a massive club. I don't...
Fix your roofs then.
Like this.
Get rid of the rats.
Things like... That's what I'm saying. I will always be humble and accept the licks, but I feel like there's you're still Liverpool. So no, I'm not gonna.
Fine.
You don't own any.
Big up club. To Space Sign, who says, "Will you get 40 points?"
Yes. Yeah.
How easily? Though?
We'll stay in. Well, that's a different question.
Right?
Is
that's
you adding that in?
On, yeah.
Oh, not easily.
No, that's
but,
the answer.
We'll get to 40 points and we'll stay in the league.
Ask him. Big up Zeus. LFC.
Shout out Zeus.
Ask him if he still backs Ineos. Right now, they are on fraud watch.
Agreed. But this summer coming up, this January I understand is difficult because of the financial limitations, but with a lot of the decisions that they've made so far, they haven't done enough to make me feel calm as a fan that they're in control of what's going on. If anything, we're worse, and it looks like there's more chaos behind the scenes. But I understand that 17 years of mismanagement plus under the Glazers, because that's how long they've been here, 05, is not going to be undone in a year by someone else. So you have to measure up both. But I've petitioned, remember when they sacked Dan Usher so quick, I said, how are you going to do that? Like, it's not ruthless, it's incompetence. Or actually, it's both, but you have to acknowledge the negligence that's been shown. So, yeah, Zeus, isn't it? Zeus. Shout out Zeus. You're right.
Zeus.
I'm watching them with the side eye, because summer, they need to backhammer him and getting rid of this dross.
Dross, he says, and that's putting it kindly as well. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Lineup prediction for Liverpool goes like this: Alisson in goal. Trent obviously could be his last ever game against Manchester United at Anfield. You
probably
never know.
Will. Probably is.
Probably kiss the camera if he scores.
Yeah.
Do the
better if he
thing.
kissed the badge.
Would be.
Better if he kissed the badge and give you a little.
It would be.
I'm signing, but he won't do that.
But he probably won't, because the clubs are still talking.
I think you guys should lay off him as well. I don't know how much of your viewers, what the percentages of who's like, Trent,
it's
you're
50,
doing
50.
Is it 50?
I'll be honest.
Well, the 50% of you, I'll tell you this, as a Man United fans, you care what I think, yeah? You lot are a total disgrace if you lot are giving Trent any...
Is the key.
No, you said 50% of them.
Well, if they are.
Well, it's 50-50, mate. Yeah. So that means that 50% are doing that and that 50% are doing that. The 50% that
we just want to know, bro.
Well, that's
We're emotional.
No,
we just want to know what's happening.
No.
If it's you're leaving,
go to FSG and knock on their door and say, why did you put us in this mess? Well, don't take it out on Trent. No. All he's done is get his head down and play his football. And last time I looked, mate, he's playing all right.
He's a pretty good footballer.
So it's not like it's affected him. He's not out there talking. Salah's doing the opposite, where you say they're dropping a couple things in, we're far away, might be my last ever doing it because he's just having fun, but his levels are high. So why can Salah talk and his levels are high? I know because he's GOAT and that, because he's done it for loads. But Trent's like generational, he's an amazing player, and it hasn't affected his football.
There's always, whether you like it or not, there's always more pressure on the local lad. You've seen the treatment that Rashford gets for not putting a shift in.
I agree, but Trent doesn't do that.
No, but this is what I'm saying. If you are on the fence or you are entertaining or thinking about moving away as a local lad, you're going to get more hate, more abuse than if you weren't a local lad, because as the fans, we know what it should mean to you to play. And not for 1 second am I undermining what Trent feels like when he puts on that red shirt and goes out onto the pitch. I assume it's still an absolute pleasure and an honour for him to do that. And until the day he doesn't and he's wearing a different shirt colour, then we can...
Yeah, but
we can do the whole...
But you know the reason why I disagree with that is because Trent is not... I think since Trent's come through with you guys, he's been nothing but brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, he's won everything.
Yeah.
He's talked about and revered as potentially, if he was to stay in this league, which I don't think he is now, for his whole career, as the best right back there's ever been in this football league. So it's like this whole thing that, like, yeah, but he's going to get more pressure. Why can't it be? Well, since he's been here, he's been absolutely class. He's won everything. He's been part of our best generation in the Premier League era.
It should work like this.
And FSG have not offered him what he needs to be offered by this time. And that's it. Like, why does he owe? I don't get what he owes. I just don't.
Listen,
look, I'm a Man United fan where...
If it was you, let's say Trent was a Manc and he grew up.
Yeah. Let's say this was Rashford and Rashford was really good.
His grandma did date Sir Alex Ferguson. You do know that, don't you? Have you not heard that one?
I don't know about that. I ain't talking about my boss. I don't know.
Yeah, type it in. It's there.
Legendary
I'll show you after.
So I don't know.
But if that was one of your boys, you'd at least want a fee. You would want a fee.
No. Do you know what it is? I'm not saying
and
like
the
why do you want
stuff is embarrassing.
No, I'm not saying why do you not want a fee, but what I'm saying is you. I think Trent is taking unfair stick for the reason why you're not getting a fee. It should all be at the people who make the decisions at the club.
Anyway,
that's it.
I was going through the lineup prediction there.
And I feel that he's going to play. Well.
Yeah, and hopefully he kisses the camera this time at Anfield and the goal counts. So it would be Trent. I'm hoping Konate comes back. Obviously, Gomez was out injured.
Quansah, please.
He's hoping for Quansah to play.
That don't matter anyway, to be fair.
And to be honest, apart from maybe this season, Quansah was, and obviously that horror pass against United at Old Trafford, he was actually first class last year for us. And we were all talking
He's a good player.
He's very good.
He's a good player.
But Konate, this is the big one. He comes back in. He's had time to rest. I mean, if it was against an Arsenal, maybe I'd say leave him for a game, throw in Quansah. But because it's United, you're not going to have too much to deal with all due respect.
Bro, Højlund, you're just fucking playing WWE, bro.
Yeah, literally, little arm across, 10 times, you're not getting past him. Van Dijk and Robbo. Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai, I think, will be the midfield that he chooses.
How good's Gravenberch been this year, by the way?
Sensational.
Crazy, man.
The standout midfielder.
Just needed an extra
alongside
year and an arm around the shoulder and some trust in it. Because Endo and McAllister were the main guys in them.
Yeah.
That
and
year.
Do you know what?
They done well last year.
Back at our transfer season, our window last year, where we bought Endo, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister.
Set you up nicely.
18 months on, what a window that. And actually, shout out to Jorge Schmatke for coming in and doing them deals. The big question I have for you guys over this starting 11 is Szoboszlai or Jones? Let me know in the chat. What would you rather? The kind of plan to play Jones and get him moving, creative, and then when he's knackered, you bring on Szoboszlai to just run, press, be a monster for the last 20, 30. That's what's won us a lot of games this season. So I would go with Jones actually to start. And then for me, it would be Gakpo, Diaz through the middle. You could argue that Jota plays through the middle. But when there's two on-form players playing as well as they are, fighting for each other in terms of who's going to start left wing, sometimes play both. Because Diaz can drop in, he can go in behind, he can come back and play, he can go out wide and switch with Gakpo through the middle. And it's so interchangeable.
And I think with how well Gakpo's been playing, like he's been
you must start both.
He's so good. You want your weapons.
And then again, if you're needing a goal, which I don't think, if I'm honest, we will, you can bring on the Jotas, the Nunez's, the Harvey Elliott's, Chiesa, I don't know where he is.
You've got bare
and then obviously Salah on the right wing. So loads of firepower. Strong team, our strongest team this season with the inclusion of Konate coming back. So that's my lineup prediction. And like I've said in other videos that we've done, show no mercy. I don't want to see any taking the foot off the gas when you're 3-0 up. Let's save ourselves for Forest or Accrington Stanley in the cup. Nah, mate. I want to do damage, serious damage. But what I also don't want to do is what I did on this channel with you last season, where I was promising I'm not even going to celebrate till it's 5-0 and all this stuff.
But it's
And
the
it
same,
was
innit,
0-0.
bro. It should be that, though.
It
With
should
that,
be
with
the
that shit.
same. But there's a 10% bit of me that's like,
Why, man?
cool now.
Come on, remember.
Easy
Amory
now.
laughing at us, leaking
No,
with
listen,
everything.
all
We're
of
dead
that,
food,
yeah.
bro. We're rubbish.
And I always laugh at you when it's other clubs inflicting the pain. But when it's us, I'm like,
But it's not like you go
don't
on to
mess
not
up now.
inflict the pain.
Inflict that pain as you know you should. So for me, I'm going to give you what I think will happen and what I'd love to happen.
Go on.
What I'd love to happen. I'll do 3. What I'd really,
Flip
really
it,
love to
right,
happen.
Jesus.
is
When's
it-
this over?
That's
Has this been 8 minutes yet?
The really, really one is 10-0.
Fucking
Get the
hell.
record. Because we're going to have 20 to 25 shots. Let's get 10 of them
10-0.
going in. That would be the dream delusion world. What I'd really,
You're not beating
that's
us
what I'd
10-0.
really like to happen.
You won't be us.
I know we won't. It's impossible. What I'd like to happen is at least 5. Embarrassing. Send you back up the M62, tail between your legs, and just total embarrassment, humiliation, like the 7-0, but not as bad. So we'll do that for 4 or 5. What I think might happen is a 3-0. I'm gonna go 3 because I've been consistent with the 3, so I'll stick with 3. A guy on the train, actually United fan this morning, said, "What do you think the score is going to be on Sunday?" And I said 3, so I'll stick with 3. But believe me, it could be a lot worse. I don't think you need to believe me because you've seen it with your own eyes. But what is your score prediction, bro?
We're in the dumps, mate. And I'm done with the whole save face on different platforms to back your shit. No, this season is about us accepting what we are. This season, and Ineos accepting what we are, the club accepting what we are, the players knowing that they're not good enough, the manager identifying that it's about truth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if you can't face
Acceptance.
it and you keep doing the
I
whole
am Flex. I am a Manchester United fan,
Yes.
and I know we're shit.
It's the first step.
Anonymous. Yeah.
First step,
First
mate.
step.
First step. And I'm not on it no more. That when I used to be like, yeah, I'll say that there, but deep
You have
down,
changed.
I'm not on it,
You've
bro.
changed, bro.
Yeah, I remember your face when you said, right, so Wolves against United, then Molly, I goes 2-0 Wolves. You went, what? Yeah. I'm not on it. And if
how right were you?
Yeah, and I did it. Listen, I predicted we'd lose against City and we didn't. But it's just my feeling going into these games. So there's no point doing this. I'm not going to be honest.
That's true.
4-0 Liverpool.
4-0.
More than you.
Wow. Yeah, but
I just have to be honest. Yeah, I have to. Obviously, listen, it's football, innit? Anything can happen. Players out all of a sudden from nowhere can just put in some performance that you just didn't expect. All of a sudden out of character, like last year, no one expected Liverpool to be that bad that game. You just couldn't really score. It was like 0-0 was like a fair result as well. It wasn't like how was that 0-0? It was probably fair. So football can throw up some, and that one, even though the context around both clubs wasn't as wide as this, it still felt like you could win that game 7-0. We were still shit.
Yeah.
And it was a shock. So look, football can happen, but I generally don't feel like there's a shock on the card. So I can't see how you don't win very, very comfortably. I just can't see how.
And if we win that game, we go and pull away a little bit more from Arsenal. They obviously play before Liverpool, so they do have a chance to actually get within 3 points of Liverpool. Obviously, we know we've got the game in hand whenever that game is actually decided. But if Arsenal win that game, I think an extra bit of fuel goes in the belly, an extra bit of fire. Go and win this one convincingly. As I said, show no mercy, right? And I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of Liverpool fans are enjoying this downfall because of the pain that was inflicted in our childhoods.
Bro, if you're a Man United fan, you're expecting Liverpool fans to be like,
no, you can't ask for sympathy.
Mate, that's what this is. This is right. If it's the biggest rivalry in English football, like, you lot hate me.
And do you know what?
You hate Man United, and so you should. I hate Liverpool. Yeah. That's how, football terms. Football terms, obviously. Like, that's what we're meant to, bro. We're meant to hate each other's clubs. Every game you play, I'm praying you lose. And I'd say it as it is. You running away with this league's making me sick. When I watched the West Ham game, I thought, let me just tune in just because, when I started seeing how, before we even scored the first, I'm like, this goal's coming. This is long.
You've called it a lot of times this season. Do you remember when we were doing a watch along here and we were losing 1-0?
Southampton.
And I
went
2-1 written all over it.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, Flex knows this stuff, right? He might support
Liverpool ain't stopping
a very poor team at the
I
minute,
do think you will win the league as well. I do.
How would
think
you
you'll win the
feel
league.
if we won the league?
Awful.
Catching up with your 20 as well.
20 times Man United is
Not
the song,
anymore.
mate.
And guess
what?
what?
Well, it still will be.
But guess
Well,
what?
it still will be.
if we win the league this year, who's going to be the favourites to win it next year?
Listen, we deal with one season at a time, mate.
Yeah.
City
might
might rise
21 Liverpool. Yeah. That's what it would be. And how would you feel if we won the Champions League as well?
Mate. Well, you're way ahead of us anyway, so it is what it is.
No, you're not in it. How would you feel if we won the FA Cup?
the amount I've got.
Because we've won that the most
Yeah,
times.
we're the holders as well, so
yeah,
taking it off us.
League Cup?
Don't care.
Don't care. Coming like Andy.
Don't care.
Fair play.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, you've seen the preview, right?
But I hope everything fails. I hope you go out of everything and end up with nothing. You won't.
Because you will be there if we do.
Oh, my... Bro.
But guess what?
I dare you not to win this game.
You will be there even if
Will you let me back on here?
Will
you let me come and do a show? But
if we've got a game, when's our next game?
No.
This is the last game.
No, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
It's the only request I have because it's so far fetched. Would you let me do a show on here by myself if we beat you at Anfield on Sunday?
No.
Why? Because you're definitely going to win. Because it's so easy that you're going to win, isn't it?
How long
guys,
will the show be?
Really? You can
No,
time
I'm not
it.
even thinking that.
No, guys, here's the thing.
The hell?
You're obviously going to beat Man. You're going to destroy us because we're shit. You're amazing. Yeah? Yeah? Liverpool, best team in Europe, best team in the world, all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying then, because it's so out the realms, just as a little sportsman bet for a bit of fun, if Man United win, which we won't, obviously, but if we did, I get to come on Kop TV and host my own show for 8 minutes. Just me.
For 8 minutes.
Just me. Or maybe me and KG, I don't know, but just
KG
me.
is never hosting a show on the Kop TV.
Just me.
Only
you have to give me the keys.
I'll give you the keys, but only because
I won't be rude.
You won't, well, you do swear quite a lot and you'll get me demonetized. But only because of our history, we go back, we've been in Qatar for a month together. So what's yours is mine. Mikasa, Sukasa.
Bro, we're not going to
we ain't doing that.
We're not going to win. So it don't matter. But just say yeah,
Let me ask the people.
Yeah,
right?
let them vote.
Because they can vote.
Let me see how confident you are. You're so confident that basically...
I don't like what he's doing on my channel, actually.
What do you mean?
No.
No, because
you
bro,
can't
it's
ask
an
the people
easy
what
game.
to do. This isn't your channel.
All right, cool.
Yeah?
You ask him then.
Right? If we lose, would you be happy for him to come on for 8 minutes?
Bear
in mind, if we lose and he comes on for 8 minutes, doesn't mean we're not going to win the league and the Champions League and all that stuff. But just for jokes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? For
Yeah,
jokes?
of course. Mate, it'll be one of the
Don't
biggest
get me
shocks we've
cancelled,
ever
though.
seen. Of course I'm not. I'll just come and gloat. I'll just be awful, be annoying.
For 8 minutes. All right, we'll ask you in the chat. Is that an acceptable forfeit if Liverpool don't... If it's a draw, you're not coming on? No. You're not coming on if
Can
it's
I send
a draw.
something in?
You can send something in.
Because that's still... You said it's despicable.
You can send in
can't...
a super chat.
Bro,
How about that?
No, I'm not paying to gloat.
£8.
I should be able to gloat for free if we draw, bro.
No, support the channel, innit?
3-0 saying for 4-5s, you want break records and that, and you get another draw.
Listen.
Especially if it's a score draw and we actually score a goal.
If it's a win, it's a win. If it's... Would I take a 1-0 right now? No. Would I take a 2-0 right now? Probably. Just clean sheet, get it on the board, get the points in the bag.
Sheet.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not enough. It's not giving up licks.
I'm trying to take the belt off, and so yeah, big pause. So people in the chat right now, what is your score predictions? Your genuine score predictions for this game? Like I said, I'm going 3-0. I'm going to be at the game. I always love the feeling. Do you know what? Just before we go, right, one thing that scarred me a little bit is my birthday in 2016, and my auntie Lorraine was like, "Got your ticket on the Kop, lad." So I was like, yes, Lorraine, big up. Rolled in. We lost 1-0. Rooney scored away end. We had like Mignolet goal, Ibe, Skirtle, Joe Allen, Lucas. It was a poor team. And as I was coming out of the ground, I was getting dogs abuse from United fans. And my poor auntie Lorraine was as well. So that reignited my hatred for United. So every time they now come, I want to beat them so bad.
Bro, it should never stop.
So bad.
There's never been a period.
I don't even want to just beat them. I want to humiliate them.
Like, bro, there's never been a period in my life.
We were shitting the millennials and we still won 3 in a row.
It's still tough games.
At Old Trafford.
Always
so
a
hold
tough
tight,
game.
Danny Murphy.
Yeah, shout out Danny Murphy.
Right, we're going to end it there.
Yeah.
Flex, big up for coming, mate. Appreciate it.
I want to know what I'm going to ask you what the results of this
No, we'll
poll was.
get people in the chat. Yeah. Should Flex be
allowed?
allowed?
I might have to do a community post because I need to see visual numbers.
It might have to be a compost. Should
Don't
he
be
allowed
shook, you lot. Come on, you know you're going to beat
to host the show on the Kop TV for 8 minutes if we lose this game?
That's fair, because I'm that bad of a team. We're that bad. That
it is reverse psychology what you're doing.
Not really.
It is a little bit.
Well, you lot are just cowards if you don't do that.
Well, exactly. We're going to humiliate you, so there won't be none of that.
There you go.
So anyway, we'll see what the people in the chat say. Get your score predictions in. Get your lineup predictions in. Go over and watch the United View. That's coming out on Saturday.
Yes,
that
Saturday morning.
Preview, Saturday morning. And then obviously the big game on Sunday. If you are at the game, game. Of course, we're going to be there. In fact, we're the only Liverpool fan channel to still be doing fan cams outside the ground.
Are you?
Right? We've been
Love
doing
that.
it for 5 years now. We haven't missed a game. And actually, I've just realised
Go on.
it's the 5th year anniversary on Sunday.
When? Well, actually, on Sunday, the fifth
Of
year,
Kop TV.
the 5th anniversary of Kop TV on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Oh, there you go. You've got it all.
Let's
Got
get
everything you
5
wanted.
then. Let's get 5-0 is my new prediction.
Well
right.
done, though, by the
If
way.
you are, thank you.
Well done.
If you are at the game, come over and have a chat with us after. Myself will be there. Mario will have Ruby there. And really looking forward to this because next week we play another giant from the Northwest at Anfield in Accrington Stanley. So, guys, smash that like button, get your comments in, subscribe, show no mercy, humiliate, embarrass, pants down, bosh. Pause. Take care. We'll see you on Monday.